Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, we have all the information on the Transformers reveals from Toy Fair 2026, and we are going to share them all with you. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, and this is episode 682 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that lights your darkest hour. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
And the creator, producer, and star of Empire of Rust, editor Mike.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? Let's talk Transformers.
Yes, and as you noticed, Daryl couldn't make it this week, unfortunately. So he loses his signature line, of course. But
on the Toy Fair show too.
Yeah, I know. Bad week to miss, Daryl. Bad week. As always, we start off the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to support us and contribute to the show. We really appreciate it. If you're not a Donatreon and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. We've got lots of perks for being a Donatreon. You can watch us record the show live. You can get some merchandise at the higher tiers, and you get bonus content. We've got lots of bonus content in the archives, and we are still doing bonus versions of our Transformers live play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And last week we had the bonus version of Empire of Rust episode 155. And this week we have the regular version of episode 155. So it's available. It's out there for everyone right now. You can go to transmissionspodcast.com/rust and you can download episode 155 right now. The Consecrated Corridor of Carnage. Doesn't that sell the episode? That's exciting, you know?
We named this like 2 or 3 months ago, and I totally forgot I did that. I cracked myself up.
So yeah, check out this week's episode. The team has been infiltrating this cultist compound for the last in this latest story arc. So they're continuing the search for Pythagoras. They have not found Pythagoras yet, but they are continuing the search, and lots of obstacles getting in their way as they go. So it's
do they have a theory as to where he could be?
3 of them do.
No theory, but maybe a hypotenuse.
Boom. Come on, Jeremy. Where's the rim shot on the soundboard now?
There is no soundboard. Got lost in an upgrade.
Oh. All right. Well, everyone, Daryl doesn't listen, but everyone else does. So it's a good time. Enjoy our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast. Mike's players are awesome, and he has crafted some very tricky scenarios for them to go through. So it's a good time. All right. We've also still got our Toy Hacks gift code, or not gift code, our Toy Hacks code for getting 15% off. So use that code StickerMissPrime for when you check out at toyhacks.com, and you can save 15% off everything at toyhacks.com throughout the month of February. This code will be good until February 28th. So use that code as many times as you like throughout the month, and you can buy as much as you want and get that 15% off. And every time you use that code, that helps out the show. So please, take advantage of that. So remember, that code for this month is StickerMissPrime. All right, let's get into the show. We've got a lot to talk about. So, we teased some Toy Fair stuff, but there's even more. So let's start off with some quick hits.
All right, we're starting off this exciting show with fourth quarter and full year 2025 financial results for Hasbro. I'm not going to go into detail on a lot of these, but basically they had a very good year. Hasbro had operating profit of $11 million. Good. They're actually doing like a share buyback program, which means they're kind of betting on themselves by buying back shares. What's really of interest to us, and they don't call out numbers this time for Transformers, but they did have highlights of Transformers as one of the things. It was Peppa Pig, Hasbro Gaming, Transformers, Marvel, and Beyblade. So Transformers continues to be strong. And then they called out all the IP licensing stuff that they've been doing, which, we see it everywhere. Even things like the Blokees and Yolopark, Flame Toys, all that stuff. They say that has been working very well. So, that's basically, printing money for someone with the IP that Hasbro has. So, a good year. So hopefully they're going to be on the upswing after having to lay off so many people and move their headquarters and stuff. And, made a lot of poor decisions recently in the past few years, but, hopefully they're going to be doing better.
Next up, we have some official images of the Evangelion and Transformers crossover. This is from Takara Tomy, and it is a purple and green version of the legendary Optimus Prime. The legendary Optimus mold is based off of the Age of Extinction Prime, just upscaled, a bit more details to it, and just overall like a bigger, beefier figure. This is that mold done in the purple and green colors from the main mech from the Neon Genesis Evangelion show, with a whole bunch of accessories and an alternate head to represent the Berserk mode of the Eva. It's a cool looking figure. Paint job is very, very striking, and the evasion mode mold, like that design, is still a superb figure. So if you get some interest in this one, it'll be price is going to be 11,000 yen, which is roughly $72 US, and it is scheduled for release on August 29th of this year. So if you're interested, go ahead, pick that up.
That color makes me think of Shattered Glass Optimus. So is this Evangelion evil? Is this Mecha evil here?
I have very limited knowledge of Evangelion, so this is, I think, more of a Dr. Pan's question than anything else. But from what I remember, this is just like the color scheme of the main hero mech from Evangelion.
Okay.
So I think it's supposed to be a good guy color scheme, but yeah, it certainly it doesn't. It's not
Transformers world. It is not.
Yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Dr. Pants, right in. Okay, next up, we've got actual figure reveals for the Transformers Overgear, the first couple of figures. So we talked about the teaser video that we showed last week. That was Takara's first reveal of these characters. So this is Ironhide and Blackout, and these are somewhat realistic military vehicles that this is a new line, a new toy line they're doing in Takara, so in Japan for that Takara is doing, and it's specifically trying to make these figures have more realistic military vehicle alt modes, and I think the lore is that they are talking about how the Decepticons are infiltrating Earth, and they're actually like secretly, covertly taking over the human governments, and the Autobots and humans are trying to stop them. And so this is why Blackout is here as this helicopter, and then Ironhide is opposing him as this military truck to fight against them. So there are more of these figures coming, but it looks like this Overgear line will be kicking off from Takara in Japan. I imagine you will also be able to get access to these through Hasbro Pulse, and Hasbro Pulse has been pretty good in the last few years of importing Takara exclusive or Japanese exclusive releases. So I think that's going to continue with this Overgear line. But don't quote me on that. I don't have any real information about that. I'm just speculating. But yeah,
So I will say Overgear and the way these look and that, lore that you mentioned, great concept for a video game that we're never going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just see that, a video game using these molds, it would look so good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the video, the computer animated video we had last week was really nice. I mean, if you make a game with those kind of graphics, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, and the storyline I think is really cool too, because having them actually infiltrate the government more subtly than they've done in other iterations, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have one more Overgear thing. They have shown off a render of Optimus Prime for Overgear, and we have basically just his robot mode and vehicle mode here. He turns into it's the cab of like kind of an armored semi truck, I would guess, but instead of, he has a hookup for a trailer, but he also has a big ass gun mounted on his back. So it looks pretty cool. I could see in a more militaristic scenario this being what Optimus chose to scan and become. The robot mode looks pretty good too. Just this whole line continues to impress me. I'm really like it.
Is it really beautiful looking? Agreed.
And next up from Takara, we've got more Masterpiece announcements. I guess MPG now. We're not calling them Masterpiece anymore, but this is the Masterpiece replacement line, the MPG line. We're finally getting a Masterpiece Blaster and a Masterpiece Steeljaw. So this will be the next release. This will be MPG 24. And this will be Blaster and Steeljaw together. Steeljaw is a redeco of the Masterpiece Night Stalker mold, and Blaster is a new mold, a cartoon accurate Blaster mold. We're also getting MPG 21 and MPG 22, which are re-releases of Masterpiece Rumble and Frenzy, and so the two cassettes, and then Ravage, Buzzsaw, and Ratbat, and in MPG 22. So these are all the previous Masterpiece molds, just slightly redecoed to look more animation accurate. And I think that's the kind of the focus of the MPG line, is to make the redecos look as cartoon accurate as possible. So this is all the previously released cassette bots coming back around, except for Laserbeak, I guess. I don't know why it's Ravage, Buzzsaw, and Ratbat.
Because Laserbeak they pack in with Soundwave.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
So,
that makes sense.
but these are some of the best cassettes that they've made, like the official line. Those are so good. Yeah,
I guess it's probably the days of when Hasbro packaged Soundwave with 5 cassettes for under $200. I guess those days are long gone.
I was unemployed at the time that came out in Toys R Us, and I was never able to find it at a decent price. Regret it so much, just not having the funds at that time.
Yeah,
you can see behind Rumble and Frenzy there an MPG stand and Soundwave's legs.
Oh yeah.
So, you'll get your chance, Mike.
Nice. I'm glad.
But it'll be one cassette. It won't be 5. It'll be
Yeah.
it'll be Soundwave with one cassette.
Yeah.
Other cassettes sold separately.
Yes.
All right. That's all our quick hits. Now let's get into the main event. All about Toy Fair.
All right. Well, I guess this is going to be the Mike show for a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over some or talk about some of my overall impressions just of Toy Fair. This is like the first time I've been able to attend it. The company I work for actually does a lot of the design and production work for the show. So I was able to actually get in with effectively a working weekend. So that was very, very fun. I'm very grateful for the chance to actually get there and to see not only Toy Fair, but to see what my company actually did for the designs. We ended up doing like the store registration, like the University of Play, like a lot of like the common spaces. So that was pretty good and rewarding to see. So Toy Fair was at the Javits Center in New York City this year. It takes up like all 3 floors of the place. I had underestimated just how large like this show is, and I shouldn't have, because it's not just Transformers, obviously, but it's like any kind of play or any kind of toy etic thing that you can think of, and it's going to be there. Even things like logistics companies for
I mean, it's an industry event.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. And again, I underestimated it.
This was the same convention center where they have New York Comic Con, right?
Yeah.
Like in the fall.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they use up all the space too.
Yeah.
If you ever have the chance to actually go into the place, it is a well designed and interesting place to be in. All right, so let's start off with a couple things here. I saw the 2 big things that I ended up seeing was the Blokees and the Yolopark booths, because I tried twice with all my actual like credentials to get into the Hasbro booth, but that whole thing was walled off with security, and you couldn't even look into the space. Like they actually had closed doors on the majority of the space. And you know what? That was typical for like a lot of the bigger booths. Like the Pokemon Company had the same thing. Jazzbay, I think they do stuff like Simon, like the kind of electronic toys like that. If I recall correctly, I may have misremembering, but there was like a whole bunch of like big booths that were all just closed off, walled off, and unless you had an appointment, you couldn't get in, unless the people at the booth were being generous at the time. Unfortunately, I didn't get the generous person. So I had to see the reveals, on the news, just like everyone else. But I do want to talk about the stuff that I did see in person, though. The Blokees stuff, I absolutely love this stuff. They had all of Galaxy Wave 9, the Wheels Wave 1, the Defenders Wave 6, and then a couple of, I'm pretty certain they knew, because I don't recall seeing them before, but a couple of wheels from version 2 on that. And yeah, so like we're showing here, all of the Defenders Wave 6 stuff was out. And all that stuff is out now too, so you can get that. Jim, if you want to push past a couple of them till you get to the wheels one. Right there. So they showed the full-on Prime with the trailer that they have. I think that's out now. I know I've seen like pre-orders for it, and they are showing who is it? Breakdown, I think, the white car from the Sunicons. They're showing Iron Fist, Roadbuster. The Roadbuster mode looks pretty amazing. Iron Fist, yeah. And I think the jet is supposed to be Overlord. I mean, the color scheme looks like it, but it's a
Yeah.
little. I can totally see this being a repaint of Brainstorm as well. It really does have that look to it.
I mean, I could see some changes in making it into Cyclonus. Like
Oh,
with
okay.
some small tweaks and repaint, I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make the wings like change the direction of the wings, and you could do a,
Yeah.
a stylized Cyclonus. Yeah.
Yep. The Blokees booth had like a whole bunch of stuff in, not just Transformers, but I believe it was like Saint Seiya. They had some great prototypes of Mega Man figures that are going to be coming out. I'm really looking forward to that. They had a fan painted corner of the booth where they did a pretty like a repainted, realistic looking Devastator. I showed some pictures up on the Discord, and I think I got you on this one, Charles, with the strange combiner with
Yes.
like a Snarl body, a Starscream chest.
A Rodimus
fun.
Prime leg, a Bumblebee leg. I was like, what the hell is this?
But yeah, they had two shelves of just either fans or friends or family of probably, I assume, people who work at Blokees, and they put that together for it, and that was pretty exciting. It was really nice to see.
I love that Swerve includes a My First Blaster.
Yep, that is that's amazing. And they had some of the like these like kind of displays too, where they showed like how all of the wheels figures are like put together and like built up, and it's just a fascinating look at like the design process for them. They did that for the Prime, and I think that is the. I'm actually not sure who that is.
Is that
Who is
the
that?
Scamper, the Metroplex one?
Maybe.
Something else.
Maybe.
Or it could be
It's
a
all
Blokade.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Or it could maybe it's not even like they're just showing the structure. They're not even showing the overall like piece that
Yeah.
covers it. So
I mean, Optimus Prime, they call out it's Optimus Prime. And
Yeah.
here they don't call it a name.
yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I think it's more just like the underlying structure of the vehicles. But yeah, so that's all cool. Let's take a look at the next one there, the Yolopark stuff. Yolopark was showing off all of their model kits, along with a couple of new ones too. The great prototype of Computron, which I didn't realize they were releasing a Computron, and I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, sorry, Jeremy, I had to jump ahead on there. But yeah, so great prototype of Computron. It looks pretty amazing. I love it. There was the Optimus Primal figure looked really, really cool in person. That Dinobot there looks real sharp too. And like the colors we're seeing on just the picture, it is like that's spot on to what it looks like in real life. And that is just like really good looking. And they showed a whole bunch of other ones that are already out and have been out for a while. A lot of the movie designs, a Prime, a Megatron, a Starscream, Bumblebee, and their G1 inspired decos. They did have, and if you can, they showed the little small Rodimus at the AMK Rodimus. Yep. The AMK ones are the beginners kind of set for it. They're just easier to put together.
It looks like they're similar to Blokees in terms of how it's the symbols.
Yeah, exactly right. Yep. At least that's how it looks. So, if you want to go back to the beginning there, Jeremy, so we can take a look at the big ones that came out there. There is a big Optimus Primal from the movie. That thing is significantly bigger than I thought. It's larger than my head, and I have a pretty big head. Beautifully detailed, but it is still massive. But it doesn't even hold a candle to the Prime, the movie Prime they had there. And that thing, like the box for that thing is as tall as a Unicron box. It is a huge, huge Actually, no, it's not statue. It is an actual model kit, isn't it? No. I think this
No,
one.
I don't think so.
I think this one is a statue. Yeah. Okay. It's just it's got a lot of stuff to it there.
You can tell from inside the Matrix, it's got lights and stuff. So
Yep. Yeah. But yeah. So there's a funny story on this booth too. I was kind of walking by it. I'm like, let me just take some pictures of the outside of it, and I did. And I, as a good convention goer, I went into the booth and asked, like, hey, do you mind if I take some pictures? And I got questioned so hard by this person. The person running the booth wanted none of this nonsense. I'm like, all right. She said, okay, fine, you can take it. And then she's like, all right, let me just snap some pics and let's get here quick because I did not feel welcome.
I mean, what do they think is going to happen? I mean, in the age of social media, it's a free advertising for you. What is your problem?
Right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
need to
know.
have like a hat with paper that says press on it.
Right? Yeah. And I think that's to your point, I think that's the thing too. Like it is a trade show. It is an industry event. Yeah. And I think the people who are running these booths are just looking for retailers and distributors to come in so they can, get some deals going and get their product out to more places. I don't want to say they don't want to talk to press, but at the same time, it's like it's advertisement, but it's also not actually moving stuff right now. Right. So speaking of which, there was it's a little off topic, but I found the whole press and media like section of the show very polarizing, very strange. You have people who are from like full on like classic media outlets, doing interviews, getting photography done, and then you have like the single person influencers and just people with cameras kind of roaming around like, oh yep, this is what I'm doing. And the stark contrast between people is kind of amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, as having gone to this, I've gone to other conventions like New York Comic Con as press, like me, registered as press, and yeah, you don't get the same opportunities, but I mean, some conventions or some organizations do treat the fan press a little bit better than others. Like I actually do get invites to some of the Hasbro stuff. I just am never there to go. And they always say that this invite is not transferable. So I'm like,
sucks.
Yeah, but one day.
I think that and we were kind of talking about this too a little bit before the show. If we can do like a press or like a press badge, or someone who is actually there representing the podcast, and not just someone who's like working there, like, oh yeah, I can go ahead and take some pictures. I think that I think dressing for success is going to be a big great help. Like button down, blazer, and everything. It's like, what? Don't hold like a selfie stick or anything. I think that's a big step. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? Let's actually take a look at some of the actual reveals from Hasbro, and a lot of the stuff that they had shown on news sites after the fact was a lot of stuff we already saw. Because what was it? Just like earlier this week, Hasbro dropped like a whole bunch of reveals and like ahead of Toy Fair, and I get it. That's what they do nowadays. But at the same time, it's like you just kind of spoiled all the reveals that you wanted to do, and you have like a giant convention, a giant trade show that you're coming to. So, but yeah, so the new Astrotrain, and every image I see in this thing, it looks mistransformed, and it bothers me so much.
Did you see the fan stream that they did in Hasbro Pulse?
I did not actually.
I watched it this afternoon. They went into Astrotrain quite a bit, and it looks so good.
Nice.
So they did show, like you see in the robot mode, he has like the chest, like that modern looking chest. They showed you can pull out the tail from the shuttle mode to have the classic look.
Yeah.
I'm sure Toy Hacks will have a sticker set for that.
Right. Totally. I do remember. I did see some of like the pictures where they did bring it down, and you saw like the chevron thing from the tail fin. Yeah. The train mode looks pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I do love that.
Yeah.
I think the space shuttle mode suffers just a little bit from it. It looks a little squatty almost. But
it looks like
Yeah,
the tail isn't pulled out enough.
Yeah.
yeah,
The top tail fin doesn't look good there.
I feel like
But
the
they-
shuttle has
yeah.
always been the mode that suffered with Astrotrain, though.
Yeah. In the fan stream, they talked about how like on the back you can pull down the thrusters like the same way in the movie when all the Decepticons pile into the back there. So
That's cool.
they have had some attention to detail there.
Yeah, I think they said those little figures that came with Unicron would go in there and be like pretty good scale wise.
Yeah.
that's cool. I like it. Is this Arblax or Kranix? I never remember the name right. Kranix. Thank you.
Kranix.
It looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Like it as a figure, like if I bought this, as a figure, I would, keep it in its robots mode and it would look kind of cool as is. The alt mode, I don't have anything to say about this.
It is comic accurate.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
right.
yeah, I mean,
That's right.
Yeah, because
I
they
totally forgot about that.
he never had he didn't have an alt mode in the movie, in the actual movie, but since the comic book the Marvel Comics adaptation was based off of a script that was not the final script of the movie, so he had this weird alt mode. Instead of escaping in a shuttlecraft, he transformed himself into a ship and escaped the planet.
Here.
And that's what he looked like. So,
And they did a good job matching that.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So this is a purchase for me just based on that, because how I love weird comic accurate figures. So got to get this now.
That is a deep cut, but you know what? That's they hit a target market there, Charles, didn't they?
Yeah, the only previous Kranix they did was a non-transforming thing in that Judgment Quintesson
Pit
to
of
the
Judgment.
Judgment thing.
Yeah.
Cool. What we got next here? Sunstreaker and Wheeljack. Yep. They're cool looking figures.
They're basically the Earthrise figures, just recolored, animation accurate.
Honestly, I don't need another Sunstreaker and Wheeljack, and I know I've said this on the show before too. Like I don't need to keep on rebuying my my characters. They look cool. If you don't have a Sunstreaker or Wheeljack, these are both perfectly good molds and perfectly good designs to use for. Certainly a pass for me, but yeah, overall, still a good look.
I feel like Wheeljack is missing a lot of paint decals. I know it's animation accurate, but I'm used to the toy version that has a little bit more color to them.
Right, exactly. Studio Series Snarl. Yep.
Yeah, they said
kind of a similar thing.
This is a refresh. So basically, in the fan stream, they talked about how they're basically re-releasing all the Dinobots for people who missed out on them. So if you didn't get all the Dinobots all the Studio Series Dinobots the first time around, you're going to get a second chance at a slight markup.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great that they're doing that, but also it's obviously a cost-saving measure as well.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah. So we're showing a picture right now of the full, like the matrix, like the role play matrix. And my partner, when I shared this photo with her, immediately said, "No, we're not getting this."
Mine too.
Oh man! All right.
So
It's
this is a divorce class figure, apparently.
it is a really cool like role play like piece. It looks really good. It's got like lights. It does have even sounds, but whatever.
Yeah.
It plays the touch when you open it.
Oh, so good.
And when you first turn it on, it makes that sound when, like, I guess it's when Optimus is dying and Rodimus or Hot Rod first touches the Matrix.
That's amazing.
That little musical thing.
When Prime opens his chest and the thing flips up and you hear da, 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 you know, it's like the sound of the angels playing, the choir of angels playing when you commune with God. You've got the Matrix comes out.
Yeah, but when you open it, it plays the touch.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, it is really cool looking. I value my relationship more.
Yeah,
same. So.
we don't
have
a price on this yet. It could be. I mean,
it's $125.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, like, the veto did not come from the cost. It came from just the size.
Yeah. Oh, mine came from the cost. She's like, we have more important things to spend money on right now.
That's fair.
I should go back and be like, this is like 3 figures. I can just not pay for, not buy three Transformers and I can get this. No.
Love it. All right, what do we got next here?
Let's see. I think
there's 2 Voyagers. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Skywarp and is it Thundercracker? That's good. Yep.
Well, Thundercracker's already out. This is Skywarp as in the same mold.
And surprised they announced that Starscream is coming.
Shocking everyone.
Yeah. They described this on the fan stream as like a mini masterpiece level figure in terms of how well or how good it is. So
is it a new mold?
Yeah, it's the Thundercracker mold, the Thundercracker Studio Series mold that came out at the end of last year.
That was a new mold.
Okay, that was my question. That's different from the Earthrise Seekers that came out.
Right.
Okay. So,
and each Seeker has a different face, so they're not all the same head sculpt.
Oh, finally, that's cool.
And they did say on the fan stream that they are going to be having the full gamut of color variations, like they always do. Like Sunstorm was explicitly named, which is cool. That's a comic character.
So they're going to do like all 9?
If they can limit themselves to that.
Yeah, they didn't specify, but
okay.
I mean, you're gonna need some retooling for the cone heads, and then once you've done that, then I think all it takes is different color schemes for whatever you want. So
yeah,
the sky's the limit. Whatever you can imagine. The Rainmakers, Slipstream.
I feel like this is just this is the mold we're going to be getting for the next little while. Like the classics Seeker mold stuck around for a while.
Yeah. Okay. Studio Series Shockwave coming out, Voyager sized.
You can see a submarine mode prominently displayed on the box.
They almost turned it upside down in the stream. They were like, "We won't stop you if you want to turn it upside down."
Yeah.
But they don't have a picture here, but they did also show Bruticus has a spot where he can mount on the side or on the shoulder because of that one episode where Bruticus took Shockwave and started using it as a weapon.
It is pretty cool. I mean, it's a good solid figure. Yeah. All right. What else we got here? So there was a couple of collaborative announcements and photos for collaborative stuff that I don't think we had seen before. One was so we saw some more pictures of the Squawk from Stranger Things tie-in, which I believe is already out. And then the one that was kind of interesting to everyone was Star Eagle, if I remember the name right.
Yeah, we had
Sorry.
seen the code name recently, and I thought it was going to be a reuse of like the jet they did for the Top Gun crossover.
Yeah, that would have actually been interesting. That would have been a really kind of thing. Instead, what we have is a Kingdom Air Razor that's being recolored in a USA themed redeco, mostly blue and white with red missiles. It's I mean, the mold is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not
done it. They've reused this mold like 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah, I guess I'm just a little confused as to the why of it.
250th anniversary of America.
Yeah,
I stand corrected.
That's why they
America. Fuck yeah!
I know I got the explicit tag. Thanks, Sean.
Hey, we earned it this time.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if you're gonna use, you're gonna do this, I think repainting that Air Razor as a bald eagle. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Not sure right now in the current state of things the appeal in the marketplace for this, but
yeah.
Well, also, I imagine that this was planned probably.
Oh yeah,
like a year ago or something, and things. So, yeah. But I mean, it's a good-looking figure. The paint scheme is, I will say, it is far less garish than I expected when I heard it was a like US themed deco, and I think that's, I think they handled the color scheme well on it.
Yeah.
I don't have any notes on on this aside from I probably won't get it anyway. But as far as the look goes, yeah, no real issues. We did get a new Hot Wheels and Transformers one announcement, a repaint of Twin Mill for a red variant of that one. We saw that in some in-package images. And we have, and I think these are reissues of the NFL helmets. Are we getting, these aren't new teams or anything, are they?
I don't think so.
Trying to find those pictures.
And we're getting the Optimus soccer ball again. Optimus soccer ball too. But yeah, so these are the red twin mill. I have the figure too. I thought it was really cool. Charles, you have this one too, right?
Yeah, I picked this up just recently, so I haven't even opened it yet. So I gotta crack it open.
I saw the actual Hot Wheels car version of this in the store tonight, and they have a line of their cars that they're just the Pantone colors. So that the red version of that car was just whatever it was, Pantone, whatever the number was.
As a designer, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the same helmets as before.
Okay. Yep. I wish they would
shaker one, isn't there too? Like there's a soccer ball.
Yeah, the soccer ball isn't Optimus; it's Breakaway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
my apologies.
Well, we all thought it was Optimus, but Breakaway is a good name for a soccer themed Transformer.
That's fair. The other Hot Wheels one. Why am I blanking on the name of the?
Was what Bone Shaker? Is that
Bone Shaker?
Bone Shaker. Is that? It doesn't look like it's a new color or anything. It looks like it's just.
That looks like the same one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it is a repaint in that one. Anything else we need to talk about? The overall
Cyber world, but
yeah. I think and this is kind of like a strange thing, and I think that Hasbro really just kind of they spoiled like everything earlier in the week by just showing like pictures of everything that they were going to put out. And I don't really think they left a whole lot for Toy Fair to show as like new product or new anything. And you know what? I could be wrong on this. Like I said, I wasn't allowed in the actual booth. Maybe they did have some talks with what they're planning for next year, and maybe they have some imagery that they were showing to like retailers and exhibitors of like, okay, this is our plan for the upcoming quarter, for the upcoming year, and here's our like 3-year plan for it. So maybe that was around, but I just, again, no photos, no photography or anything was allowed of it, and we just don't know about it. So we got to see all the stuff that was was already coming out.
Yeah, I think on the fan stream, only one of the 3 from the Transformers team were going to be there. So that also probably is why they spoiled things early.
Yeah,
that makes sense too.
and I mean, it's just not a lot of new. Like, it's even the new stuff are repaints or redecos of existing stuff. So it's like the actual like new molds of or figures that we haven't really seen before. It's a very small percentage of everything they're showing off here.
Yeah, no, I agree. Overall impressions, least of Toy Fair, big, very big, and yeah, I'm really glad I had the chance to go. I was surprised by a number of booths I saw. The Thai, the company that makes Beanie Babies, had a huge presence there, and I surprised the hell out of me.
They
I don't
still
know
exist.
how. Yeah, exactly. 40th anniversary they're celebrating. I'm like, holy hell.
Beanie Babies came out the same year as Transformers the movie.
Well, I think what they mean is like 40th anniversary of the company. I don't think they released Beanie Babies in the same time, but like that company now has existed for 40 years, and that's surprising as all hell. There was I don't know how much they paid for sponsorship on this, but uh fart animals. They are they are
Never heard
animal.
of them, and
Yeah, no, that's fair. They're animal themed, self-inflating whoopee cushions. They had a
okay.
big presence right from the beginning of it. They had like full video, sound like right at the like the Hall of Fame booth, right up front, right at the entry, and they were like pumping in the actual sound for it, and all you heard while you were sitting there was just fart sounds. And it's like, you know what? I get it. You're sponsoring the show. You need this kind of shit, otherwise you won't be able to run this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? Think of a better sponsor for your opening, like your first thing you see coming into that show.
Although, kids will never not think farts are funny.
I agree with you, but this wasn't a show that allowed children in it.
No, but the people that will be buying it for their stores, they would know their audience.
Yeah, I can see that. Lego had a huge presence, of course, because it's Lego. They had an entire like little patio courtyard made out of Legos in the show, and that was amazing. They had right at the opening area of the show, they had the history of Star Wars Lego, and they had like 4 big display cases with every Star Wars minifigure that they had all up in there, and that was fun. They had a Lego Indy car that was actually drivable, apparently an electric vehicle. And they had like video of people racing like a bunch of these Indy cars. That was just amazing. I posted some pictures of that stuff up in the Discord. Like anything I can answer, like for you guys, like any questions that because I've just been rambling on at this point, so I don't think I have anything else to really say about it. Like anything I can, anything your questions you had?
I think, I mean, I wonder if like people were actually like were retailers actually like trying to like get orders or make orders with when they're talking to
Oh yeah.
booths or make deals
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking with one of the smaller booths who do they're a candy manufacturer, and they developed this like interactive, like big circular machine. It's like a so like you put this kind of big like tube sock kind of like clear bag thing in it, and then pull the lever down, you get a whole bunch of this candy. Move it, a whole bunch of this candy. I'm not describing it too well, but it's like this really big giant set piece for
It's
like
like
a
something
candy
you would
display.
see in a candy store.
Yeah, exactly. And we were talking to this guy towards the end of Saturday, and he sold like 3 units, like three of these giant machines, and I think he had made like the cost of the booth. He had made it back in that one day.
Wow.
So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah, absolutely. It was, I guess, a little sad to see some of the booths that got stuck in the lower level, kind of like in the cheap seats. But there was a bunch there, and again, like my company does like trade show design, so like I had to go there with not just a consumer mindset, but also a designer mindset, and it was really fun to see that. There was a puzzle company called Masterpiece that has a very simple booth, but they did like screen printing on the entire thing, made it look like an old time toy store. Looked just beautiful.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's an industry only event, but if anyone does have the chance to go, please take it. It's pretty amazing.
Very cool. Wow. Yeah, thanks for giving us on the ground reporting there, Mike. And yeah, hope you get to go back maybe next year and try, get into that Hasbro booth.
And the guy at the Hasbro booth said that they booked up all their appointments last year, like a year ago. So I
Yeah,
think
wow.
that
Doesn't
if we
surprise
wanted to, we talk to them now, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
But
All right.
Hasbro also usually does like a breakfast for like the media, and they show all the stuff there for the media.
Cool. Yep.
Let's get into that. Well, yeah, they send you an invite to that every year, Jeremy.
Right.
So we
At least
had
for
to
New
get
York
you to
Comic
go.
Con, I get it.
All right. Well, that's all the stuff from Toy Fair, and that'll do it for all our toy talk this week. So let's move on to some trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our merch store. You can get all our Transmissions merchandise at merch.transmissionspodcast.com. All right, let's show off the stuff we got this week. I'll go first because I don't have that much stuff. I actually got a Valentine's Day present from my wife. It's this shirt, The Matrix of Leadership. I
Nice.
am now a bearer of the Matrix, thanks to my wife.
Maybe she's like, now you're not going to get that, actual toy.
I don't need the real
Got you the
Matrix. I got
Matrix.
it right here, right?
It's amazing.
Pull out your phone and you can play the music.
And I did want to. This is something I already had, but I just wanted to show it off since we were talking about the the Transformers the movie and the Quintessons and Kranix. And here is my Pit of Judgment that I picked up a long time ago. I think I snagged this on Hasbro Pulse because these sold out really quickly, and I got one. I never opened it, so it's just a display piece for me now. So. And
It's also so well designed that you don't really want to open it. It's not like it's just a bunch of figures in the box. It's a full-on diorama. And it's fun. It's just a fun thing to see.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you can see there's the little minifigure of Kranix this was the last Kranix figure they made, and he's about to get fed to the Sharkticons there.
Nice.
And he does not. This one does not transform, but the new one will transform. So this was their previous Kranix here with with the Quintessons. We've got the Quintesson Prosecutor, a Sharkticon, everything there. So yeah.
I also never opened mine. It's in a box somewhere.
Yep. All right, Jeremy, what do you got?
Well, I will continue the trend of talking about something we previously talked about in the show. I picked up a twin mill tonight.
Nice.
Haven't opened it yet, but it's the first time I've seen them on the stores. So wanted to snag it. I actually saw both of the Hot Wheels ones, but this is the one that I can remember having the Hot Wheel car that this is based off of. So it's the one I grabbed.
I really enjoy that figure. I was a little bit surprised. Like I thought I just liked the look of it, but like just transforming it is a delight. It's a little small. It's like like an oversized like Legends size once it's transformed, but it is just it's a good solid figure and it's a pleasure to transform.
Yeah, I don't know if I've noticed before. They actually put the actual size of the figure on the box now, like when it's transformed.
Oh,
so that's pretty
okay.
Cool. So that's all I got.
Very cool. All right, Mike. It's been a while since we've had you on, so I imagine there's a bit of a backlog built up for you. So let us have it.
Sad thing is, it's only been like a month too, and it was like 3 months before that. And I think there's like more stuff now than back then. All right, well, it's gonna be the Mike show, so I'll take the journey with me on this. So I'll go from I think least impressive to the most impressive. So I picked up all of the Defender, the Blokees Defender Combaticon vehicles. I did not have like interest in getting the entire box, so I picked up like the individual ones off of eBay. And I've had the Onslaught, Brawl, and Swindle for a little while now, and Blastoff and Vortex just showed up last week, so I now have the full set. And as soon as there's a bigger order that I can put in at Blokees or like TF Dojo or something, then I'll pick up the combining pieces for Bruticus and pop him together, because I have the Devastator. I did the same thing. I just bought the individual pieces and then the connecting bits, and I really love the look of that figure. So you know what? I'm all on board for the little Defender combiners. Speaking of Blokees again, my wheels box came in, so there's that one. So all the ones I saw at Toy Fair, and
so does that box contain all of them?
Yep, one of each. Actually, I already started opening a couple of them, and it's a little hard to see, but the Rodimus there. I did get the chase version, like the black version of Rodimus. So that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Nice.
I've only gotten, like, out of all the blocky stuff I have, I've only gotten one other chase figure, and it was the Grimlock Dino Mode version. I got the metallic one of his.
Oh, nice.
All the rest has been normal. And I got the Galaxy version 9, or the Galaxy Wave 9 box as well, with the Unicron and the RC and the Jetfire and Springer. So once I finish the wheels ones, then I'll start grabbing and building these ones. What I've been doing is just like once, just kind of spread it out more, like once a day, like in the evening, I'll just grab one box, put it together while watching something, and that's like my evening build. So that's fun.
You're all in on the Blokees here.
I really am. And I like the thing I really like about them is because like they are superposable. They're simple enough to customize. And I've been putting them in like the D12s I have downstairs, and like actually printing out like backdrops and having like actual like stage scenes set up for them. And I just got like so many ideas for these kind of figures because again, they're just so posable and so just like designed really, really well. And yeah, like just like you said, I'm all in for them. And yeah, I am.
Awesome.
The other week, actually, I was doing a lot of traveling over this month. The other week, I was in Denver for work, and I stopped at Mile High Comics, and I found Astrobots. I had no idea, and I think, like, I could have sworn that one of you guys mentioned this, but
I bought them as they came out. I bought all. I think there were 6 issues. I bought all 6 issues as they came out.
That's why it feels familiar to me, but. I guess I know because I usually when I'm listening to you guys, I'm listening on just an audio, not on video. So it kind of just went in one ear, out the other. And then I saw this at the Mile High Comics, and I'm like, I have never heard of this. And I'm like, I want to get this. And I picked it up, and it's like, oh, volume 2, number 3. And that's where I'm jumping on. So it's like, fuck, now I need to find a bunch of back issues. Thankfully, I did tell my comic shop to pick up to put 4 and 5 aside for me. And I think they can order the trade, but I'm still going to be looking for for numbers 1 and 2 of volume 2. So
I didn't even know there was a volume 2. I think I only got the first 6 issues. So I guess I got to go look for stuff too.
So yeah, this is volume 2, number 3 is already out now. Okay. So yeah, you get some back issues to fill there, Charles. All right, and now for the big one here. Those of you who are following me on Discord, you might know what this is.
Wow.
I finally finished the Toys Easier ship combiner that I've been picking up for the last 4 or 5 years now.
That's amazing.
This thing is as tall as a Fort Max. It is a beefy, heavy figure, and this is just amazing. I almost hate showing like pictures or just video of it because because the color scheme is so uniform, it just doesn't have the same like presence as it does in person. But the detail, the amount of just stuff on it is just amazing. It is fairly posable considering just like how massive and how big it is. But yeah, this thing is like 5 years in the making. It is enormous. It is giant. I love it. Whoa, hit my light over here. And yeah, it is just stellar. I also went in on the like all of the not the bonus versions, but like the expanded versions. So each figure had its own little small accessory pack that came with it. So I got like an entire box full of like little helicopters, like landing craft, boats, like missiles, blast effects, and everything. And it is just, yeah, it is an amazing looking figure. I will say it is a little unwieldy because it's just so big and so heavy, but it is just absolutely amazing. The final boat that came that I bought with it actually came with this really neat little art book, like a photography art book showing like all of the stuff that they released, like showing like design sketches and everything. And it's just like a really cool like little addition that they put in there. And yeah, like they didn't need to do it, but it's just really neat looking.
Mm-hmm.
And each boat also turns into a robot as well.
Yep, exactly.
Very cool. Yeah.
That's the combined one. I think there's a picture here of all of the individuals. I can find it, but yeah, no, that's exactly right. So each one turns into the boat, the individual figure, the limb piece for what it needs. And then there's also like a 6th figure that is a weapon, like a big crossbow looking thing. So you can kind of see it. Kind of see it there. That little small guy in the middle is a weapon. I didn't have him transformed and put in the hand yet, but yeah, it is. I am very, very happy with how it all looks, how it all turned out, and it's just beautiful set. And that's it.
All right.
Isn't that enough, Michael? Yes.
That was plenty. You did good. you did Daryl proud. All right. That's all for Trips to the Store, and we will finish up the show with some feedback.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right, feedback. We've got some comments from YouTube. So first comes from Stuart118 Tyler. And he says, I bet within a year or two, we will get a Voltron Autobot combiner. So he is agreeing with you, Jeremy, when we talked about the Voltron news from Hasbro last week. So
I could see them doing that and having Robeast that transform into the coffins. That I just, they need to do this.
Exactly.
I don't know if you heard, Mike. They got the license to do toys for the new Voltron movie that's coming out next year.
Okay.
The Henry Cavill Voltron movie.
I think I'd be down for it.
Yeah.
Having a collaboration with Voltron, it seems to, at least it seems to kind of fit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I approve. Hasbro, if you're listening, Mike approved.
There you go.
You got the mic approval, Hasbro. Now you're in business. All right. Next comment from WJ. And they say, any idea if the human action figures for Overgear will be 1/18th scale or not? No idea.
They have not revealed those details yet.
Yeah. I didn't
It
even
could be
see
cool.
did like the first figures they didn't have any human action figures with them, did they? I didn't see any.
No, they do have, there's some small human pilots.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see. They didn't, those details are not available to us. Next comment is from Saber Gunner 1. And continuing, I think they're from our discussion last week of the Age of the Primes characters. So Saber Gunner 1 says, I like the Power Glide, Nexus Prime, Liege Maximo, and Swerve. Eventually got them all pre-ordered. Of the original Minibots, are we only missing Tailgate? I know Outback and Wheelie are in the G1 Retro line. To follow up from last time, I did sign up for Botbinder, and it is more user-friendly than Schmax. At this point, I am going to use both, using them as backups to each other. To be fair to Daryl, I did start my visual collection reference a long time ago when I had a smaller collection, and just kept up with it as I made purchases. It helped to keep me from accidentally double dipping. To be honest, if your system works for you, keep using it. What's more important is to be able to catalog what you have just in general, if only for yourself. With the insurance part I mentioned, it's more for the agent than it is for me. What are the odds they really understand the difference between Bumblebee from the different releases? Sort of like how parents and grandparents may not know the difference when getting a toy for a kid. The PDF export essentially does what I did with my visual reference, but incorporates all the other info that Botbinder has in the listings. I do also see this taking off and being the reference for collections for the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right, I think for the insurance stuff, it's more the total value. Mm-hmm. They don't care about the individual figures, but if you have a record of my collection was worth this much money and it was lost in a fire or whatever, that's what they're really wanting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I think if Botbinder really gains traction and gains some steam, it could become something that a lot of people are taking advantage of, and yeah, that would be cool. I mean, it's another kind of thing that the Transformers community does really well. I mean, Transformers has has a lot of good resources on the internet that I think are outsized compared to other franchises and other like, you know, comparable toy lines or lore or anything. I mean, like the Transformers wiki I would put up against like Star Wars resources for Star Wars or Marvel. I mean, as extensive as it is compared to, you know, other franchises. And I think this would be something similar. All right. Well, that's all the feedback. Thanks everyone for writing in. And that'll take us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your continued support. And thanks, Mike, for hanging out with us again this week. Anything you'd like to promote before we close the show?
Keep on watching Empire of Rust. That's all I got on this one. And if you can go to Toy Fair, do it. You'll love it.
All right. Yeah, everyone check out Empire of Rust. Again, that's transmissionspodcast.com/rust. And that's where you can subscribe. And it's also available on every podcast app you can think of. Just search for Empire of Rust. You can also join the Discord, Transmissions Podcast Discord. That will, we have an Empire of Rust channel if you're interested in talking to the players there and getting ideas. There's been some talk of fans doing their own, getting their own playthrough together and using the same rule set for Empire of Rust. So if that's something you're interested in, check out the Discord. So just go to transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. That's where you can get access. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for Alt Mode this week. This Friday, we're doing Alt Mode, and we are reviewing G.I. Joe issue number 19. And you will not want to miss this. There is a big Transformers guest star in G.I. Joe number 19, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you on Friday. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.